Hey everybody, it's Dallas42 back again with another 7 Days to Die video. It's day 37, the morning of, and we accomplished something amazing yesterday because we actually completed our first Tier 5 POI. It was this one down here, the Red Mesa Compound. So that was pretty cool. So today, we're getting a bit of a late start because we were in that POI for a long time, and I feel like I need to just take some time to reassess my gear, make sure I've crafted all the best stuff I can, just take some time to craft stuff, harvest my farm. I don't know if I've done that yet, and just kind of spend some time at home here. So once we've done what we have to do here, we'll see how much time we have left in the day, and we might go run some lower tier POIs, but I don't want to start a top tier POI except first thing in the morning. So what we'll do today is we will try to get ourselves as prepared as possible, and then tomorrow morning we will go straight away to a tier 5 POI. Today I might also do some more exploring. We have quite a bit of white area still on the map, especially down in this section, and there might be a POI, a tier 5 POI or two down there. So yeah, I want to put that on the map. We can continue exploring the rest of the pine forest, see if we can find any more tier 5 POIs. So those are all things we can do today. Low on farming seeds, aren't I? Yeah, just need to take some time once in a while and do some inventory management and some catch up on some housekeeping projects here. So since we're getting a late start today, we'll just focus on that. Let's see what we can cook. Can we cook some good stuff? Can we cook some hobo stews? I cooked some tuna fish gravy toast and some sham chowder last time. I did not finish building these, cooking these hobo stews because I ran out of fuel. So let's go ahead and get those going again, and let's see if we can make some more hobo stew. That is just the best. I have potato shortage here. That's the problem. Make a little bit more. One more to be specific. How about some of these other nice things? How about tuna fish gravy toast? Can I make any more of that? I got tuna. I got cornmeal. I got one cornbread. I think I can make another cornbread pretty easily. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to need actually 3 of them total because I have one already. I got 2 tunas, so I can build 2 of these, but I need 2 cornbreads, and that's going to require 3 additional cornbreads. So, and then I need peas. How about peas? Do I have any peas? I do have enough peas. Alright. Except that we're, here, we can do this. Oh, we're a little backed up there, so let's throw the rest of the stuff back in here for now. How about some purified water? I should probably make another stack of purified water. That wouldn't hurt anything at all. Go. So let's see here. What does this do for us? It gives us fortitude bonus. Fortitude is good for fresh memory. An extra tier in that would give us additional headshot damage and chance to dismember with machine guns and fists, but we don't use fists, so it's slightly helpful. It'll help with my tactical assault rifle, but I'm not using that often, so that's not really a huge bonus for us. We'll just throw these sham chowders in here for, like, just in case later on. What is it? It's 53. Oh, here we can compare. So the sham chowder, the hobo stew gives better food, gives better water, does not give as much health. So if I got hurt in the field, this could give, the sham chowder could give more health benefit. So that's one nice feature of that. And what about these? These give, the tuna fish gravy toast gives more food considerably, no water, and a lot less health. How does the tuna fish gravy toast compare to the hobo stew? The hobo stew is worse on every measure than the tuna fish gravy toast, except it also gives water. So yeah, all three of these are pretty equivalent. The tuna fish gravy toast, the hobo stew, and the sham chowder are all pretty nice options, just depending on what you're trying to achieve. If you want like a little bit more, water, you can go for a hobo stew. If you want a little bit more food, health, and stamina bonus, you go for the tuna fish gravy toast. And if you want more health, you can go for the sham chowder. So they all kind of have their role if you are kind of a min-maxy player and you want to just get the absolute benefit out of things. It's totally viable. Alright, I think that's cooking for a while. Here's another thing I wanted to do, is I wanted to get some, I wanted to start churning out some more concrete as quickly as we can, because we're going to need some of that later on. So to make concrete, I need crushed sand, I need small stone, both of which I've got, and I need cement, which I don't think I have any of. Yeah, confirmed. No cement in there. So we can make cement. Oh, we got those iron bars out. There's some cement. How do I make more? We need to use some stone to make more. What if I take half of my stone and start smelting that into here? You can always go get more stone. That's easy to find. And then we can use what we've got to just make as much as possible here. That'll take a while. Just want to keep it going if we can. Alright. Got forged iron there. I was going to make some lock picks. That's one thing that I wanted to do. I just never seem to have enough of those. There's a way to make a stack of lockpicks, but it's locked behind a special book that I haven't found yet. So those are pretty easy. I just need mechanical parts and forged iron. So let's make a bunch of these. Let's make 50 of them. Alright, that'll take a little while. Now how about weapons? I think I'm pretty much caught up on this, but let's just see. The only thing I really need, I could make a level 6, I could try to make a level 6 SMG, because we've determined that the SMG is really useful, even though I've got this Desert Vulture now. It has not obsoleted the SMG, because the SMG is like a whole different animal. So I could try to make one of these level 6. But that's only a minor upgrade over my level 5, so I don't think that's a real big priority right now. The M60 machine gun, I can now make a level 6, but I need 18 machine gun parts and a lot of steel. Let's see how we're doing on machine gun parts here. I got 14 machine gun parts, and do I have an extra machine gun in here? I do have one extra machine gun, so that's 15. If I scrap my existing one, that's 16. But I don't think I want to scrap this level 6 TAC assault rifle, because I feel like it might still be viable even after I build the M60. We'll have to see how the M60 performs, but I don't want to scrap this one until I try that one out. So I need some more, long story short, I need some more machine gun parts before I can do that. How about, so that's all of our weapons. How about the knife, hunting knife? Yeah, I can't make a better hunting knife yet, so we're still working on that. How about tools? I don't need a claw hammer anymore. I've got this nail gun now, which is better. I don't need iron tools. I do need a ratchet. A ratchet would be a nice thing to have. Let's see how much we can do that. I need some forged steel. I got plenty of forged steel for that right now. And I need steel tool parts. Got plenty of those, and I got springs. I got everything I need to make a ratchet. Let's do it. Okay, that'll craft. It'll take a while, but it'll be done some point today. Then steel tools, I can now make up to level 3 steel tools. So I do want to do this. It's going to take a lot of duct tape. I've got 11 duct tape. I've got enough for the steel axe, so let's do it. How about the steel pickaxe? I need more steel. I'm having an iron shortage. You guys want some of this? Come get some. Come get some right here. Get up, I insist. Ha! I hit the one behind me. Twitchies are kind of hard to snipe from a distance because they're twitching all over the place. Got a couple of loot bags. Repair tool crafting. Oh, now I can make a nail gun. Cool. I still got a better nail gun than what I can make, but perhaps someday our skill will catch up. Actually, I should be taking these cloth because those are useful for making duct tape, and we're going to have to make a bunch of duct tape in order to get all these steel tools, so I should be taking those. So I think, what am I after? I'm after iron. I need iron. Here's some iron over here. Let's go over to that area because there's abundant iron there. Let's get on the bike and head over there. Grab that while I'm thinking of it. Make sure I don't run over anything. I think what we're going to start doing from now on is the day after a blood moon, we're going to just use that as a housekeeping day. Because the morning after a blood moon, we always get back to base a little late and have a bunch of stuff to do. So I think we're going to start taking that day as a housekeeping day. And then the following day, we'll be ready for action to go for a high tier POI, tier 5. This week I was a day late. Yesterday I pushed it by doing that tier 5 POI, which went really well, but it kept us out really late, and we ended up getting back home super late and getting a late start on this video. So I think starting next next blood moon. The morning after the blood moon, I will... Now, I figured out last time that if I take this, it increases my stamina regen. I'm not really that thirsty, but I can make these no problem, so I might as well use one. And it gives me better stamina regen for a little while, which will help me with digging this iron. If I was wise, I would just dig iron until this benefit wears off. I'm getting a little bit of incidental stone in the process, which is good. We need some stone also. I think I have points to spend. I do have 2 points to spend. Let's see what we got here. Is there anything that'll help us with this? Permanently add 25 max stamina. It costs only 1 point. Heck yeah, I'm going to do that. That'll help us with this immediately. What about over here? Did I do all this? Yeah, I can't get any more of those without putting points in strength, and I don't want to do that. How about here? Fist weapons help with zombie kills. That's not immediately helpful for us, but the next one, the next 2 add 50 health each, and those would be useful for us. How about over here? We're already maxed on that. Parkour is cool, like it lets you jump higher, which can be useful sometimes. And it also reduces your cost of jumping and your safe fall distance, which is also pretty useful. That wouldn't be a bad thing to get. This one, take less damage when moving, not a bad item. Hip fire accuracy improved and movement penalty when reloading. That's pretty good. Like, as the game progresses and we get further in, like, some of these things are starting to look more attractive to me. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. If we ever really want to, there is an item in the game that you can use to respec. You have to gain a certain item, and then you can respec all your skill points. I don't see any need to do that just yet, but if we ever feel like it, or if you ever feel like it in your playthrough, that's something you can do. I kind of wasted some of my stamina thing by looking at my skill points there. I should have been digging. Not the end of the world. I got another stack of purified water crafting right now. I think I have another stack or 2 in the storage, and I can make more easily, so not a big deal. That was such a crucial finding that book that taught us how to make the purified water so early in the game. That's just such a crucial item. We would have had a bit more challenge if we didn't find that. Yeah, so I've now got quite a bit more stamina than I did before I assigned those points. I have to dig myself back out of here when I'm done. Get to this late stage of the game, everything takes steel, so iron is very important. Fortunately, iron is plentiful in these nodes. Took me a while to remember that during this playthrough, but I eventually did remember that. Once we get done with this, we head home. establish if we've already crafted everything we can craft that we need to craft. Then after that, we can spend some time riding around on the bike, try to explore some more of that white territory in the southeast of the pine forest. Because I suspect there's at least one tier 5 POI hiding in there. I'm just going to keep digging this iron until my stamina bonus wears off. You can see that in the bottom left with the like stomach-looking icon. Got a little over 2 minutes. That's something that I've just recently realized in this game, and that could have been helping us all along, taking more advantage of the stamina bonus and other types of bonuses from food and water items. Haven't really been taking full advantage of that. That's one of the things I like about this game, though, is there's tons of depth, there's a lot to learn, and even after multiple playthroughs, I'm still learning new things. Only one other playthrough on this game have I actually gotten to the point where I could do tier 5 POIs. So, we're not in totally uncharted territory, but I'm getting close. I've only had one other playthrough where I was this strong in the game. Got to this late stage. In that playthrough, I did probably like a half dozen or so tier 5 POIs, so I was a little further along than I am here. It was an earlier build of the game also, so things were a little different. I will say the devs in this game just keep working on the game. Gotta praise their efforts for, it's like, this game's like a decade old or so, and they keep making changes and keep making improvements, and sometimes they make things that are great, and sometimes the community calls them out on things and they have to backtrack a little bit, but they keep trying and they keep working on the game. I praise them for that. I will say I played this game during the beta when it first came out, and it was rough, man. So they've improved the heck out of it since then. It's now actually a lot of fun. It's not a perfect game. It's definitely room for improvement. But overall, it's a lot of fun. Alright, we're almost up against our timer over there. So tap 1 or 2 more here. And then we're going to go back to the base. Sitting on well over 5,000 now. So that's quite a lot. Should keep us going for a while. I dug myself quite a ways down in there. Alright. Let's get back home. I always like this little red quick waypoint. Just kind of makes things easier. Now with that, it's going to take some time to smelt, but I certainly have enough where I can make some steel now. Let's put that in here, split it in half. Oops, I don't want to put all my coal in here. Smelt it. What are we doing over here? We got lots of stone in there. Can we make more cement? We can. Let's do it. That's done. Let's pop that up in here. Hey, I found a gold nugget while I was digging. That's nice. Those are for sale, I think. I really need to sell some stuff. That's something I can do also. Alright, let me put away all the stuff I don't need, and then we'll go sell some stuff. So we want to take that to the sale. We'll come back for more of this stuff, but I just want to make some room in my inventory. You know, at this point, I really don't need to be carrying both of these because they both do the same thing, except the first aid kit's even better. And I got a full stack of the other one in my medical. I got 2 full stacks of those in there. So I'm going to sell one of those, and I'm going to sell that. Let's just put these up here so we got a full stack. Certainly can sell all these books that I've already read. Some of those. Tokens. Some old clothes that are no longer any good for me. Okay, that's a good start. Let's go sell this stuff before he closes. Oops, I don't want to take the mini bike. I don't know, like, maybe you have a different opinion, and if you do, let me know in the comments, but I don't think that the mini bike is very useful. It goes the same speed as the bicycle, except it uses gas. Maybe if you just haven't put any points into anything that helps with stamina, it might be useful, more useful.
Oh, how's my... Well, looky here, boys. We got ourselves a real-life hero.
Apparently,
now,
we finished some sort of a... Apparently, we finished some sort of a quest. We finished Cop Slayer's quest. Okay. I can get a super corn seed recipe. Or I can get 4 legendary parts. I'm going to go for the super corn seed recipe, but before I can do that, I got to sell some stuff.
You got money this time, or are you just here to piss me off?
Okay.
Don't let the door... Well, you proved me wrong.
Get that.
Now take
Quest
your
reward.
reward and get the hell out of here.
Do? Some sort of a power generator for like electrical stuff, I guess. I've never messed around with that.
Make up your mind or make your way out.
Repair tool crafting. Wouldn't be a bad thing to have. I don't know what I can build with Forge that I haven't already done. Knives would be good. Sniper Volume 4. Reload and reload rifles. That's not that helpful. Those are all ones I sold to him. What we got over here? Advanced armor fittings. Motor tool, large tank. Chainsaws and augers. I don't have one of those yet. How about seeds? Buy some seeds. Okay. Get some duct tape, but I can make that on. I can make that easily enough. Alright, I'm pretty satisfied with that.
Buddy.
Repair tool. Learn how to make super corn seeds. Knife skill. Hey, I can make a hunting knife quality 4. It's only slightly better than what I've got. I haven't really had to use that for any attacking zombies in a long time, so I don't think that's really terribly useful. Plant those seeds that I just got. Now, if I really wanted to min-max, I could put on, when I come to harvest these, I can put on those, like, farmer's outfit, and it'll increase the number of seeds that I get back. That would probably be a good thing to do. I gotta try to remember that for next time. Okay, we got that, we got that, we got those. Alright. We got a ratchet, which is better than the wrench. We got a steel axe 3, which is better than a steel axe 1. I want to try and make a steel pickaxe. Oh, we were already... Whoops. Steel tool parts. We need forged steel. One short. I got that in the... I've already crafted that. We're going to need duct tape, which means I'm going to have to make some duct tape. Okay, we've got enough steel. Oh, that's the cement one. Let's get some more cement crafting. Let me crush sand. Put it back to make more room for selling stuff. That's what was going on there. That's going over here. Over here. Thought we were just why can't I craft? Oh, because I don't have a crucible. Okay, that's easy enough. Here's what we'll do. Take this, cancel that. We will turn that off. Or actually, here's what we can do. We can just take that crucible out of that one and put it into this one, because I've already smelted all that iron over here. Now we can make those. Alright, there we go. Hungry. Let's have a hobo stew. Alright, now over here, I was making cement. Let's keep doing that. Some more coal. Doing here, we got plenty of fuel. Okay, how's this doing? Need more fuel here. Steel, we got it. We need duct tape times 7. Coming right up. Alright. Crafting a pickaxe. Now we need to get the steel shovel level 3. We need more steel. We got that going. Need clay. While we wait, we'll go get some clay. Clay here real quick. Shouldn't take long. See, I definitely needed a housekeeping day. Lots of stuff to do. More stuff to do than even I thought. Let's just boost our stamina with one of these. Plenty of them. Go at a rhythm, you can kind of just keep going forever and not run out of stamina. Although it's a little bit more labor intensive. Alright, we got over 1,000 clay. That should keep us going for a while. Put it in here. Go. Okay, after all that pops out, I will have enough. I need 9 duct tapes. Pickaxe. That is better than a level 1 pickaxe that was getting pretty damaged to begin with. Let's fix these mods. Structural brace. Make a structural brace. Take a wood splitter. Make a structural brace. Burning shaft. Bunker buster. These up. Let's grab any other mods that might be useful for this. There's another bunker buster. There's another burning shaft. Ergonomic grip. That would decrease stamina usage, but I think it's... maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try it. Got those. That's not useful because we're not using it as a weapon. That might be useful. Okay. Alright, let's try to modify the pickaxe first. So, the pickaxe is definitely going to go against stone, so that's good. A burning shaft is good to have on that. And this one decreases stamina usage, and this one lowers degradation. Can I do that and this? Yeah, I can. Okay. That's probably better than the burning shaft. Let's try that and see how it goes. Got a steel axe. This one is going to get the wood splitter mod, and it's going to get a structural brace, and it's going to get an ergonomic grip. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll get a... guess I'll get one of those. Ratchet is going to get a structural brace, and I guess that's it. None of these other ones are going to be very helpful. And then we'll get this, gotta get some more steel. One more pops out and we got it. There we go. Crafting that. How are we looking here? Concrete. Cement. I need stone. I smelt some stone. Try to keep this going as much as we can this week. Oops. Don't work away our mods yet. Work away that concrete. Minute and a half for that. I wanted to also check armor. I'm like getting to a point where I can start making some decent armor now. I can only make level 2 armors, which is not that good. Is it better than something that I have? Can I make an assassin gloves that's better than this one? Yeah, I probably can. Need an armor crafting kit and leather. Alright, got one of those making. So, all my other gear that I'm wearing right now is better than level 2, so I can't do any more of that right now. How about our motorcycle? How close are we to that? We can't make motorcycle parts yet because we need 6 more levels in vehicle crafting skill. Alright, we'll get there sooner or later. I'm just going to throw these extra tools in here for now. Probably won't need them. Someday we'll clean this up, but for right now... Actually, we can clean this up a little bit right now. Those are like all clearly obsolete. I'm never going to use that again. I mean, I could use it to get better deals, but who needs a better deal anyway? Except I should scrap it for handgun parts, is what I should do. Yeah, what the heck. Did that scrap to 3 handgun parts? It may have. It's pretty nice. Done with that. That. Well, that's sort of prepared food, but it's sort of an ingredient. Just grab this stuff. I'll put some mods on this. Definitely want the Grave Digger mod, a structural brace, and a burning shaft. Okay, that's better than that. What did this have on it? Oh, those two. Okay. Let's just take those off. that in there. And we're all done with these mods, so we can put all those away. I want to put this this thing off. Anything better than that? Don't think so. Yeah, can't put that in assassin armor. Okay. Let's modify this with the armor fittings mod. And we will wear that. Alright. Slight upgrade in armor. That's good. We can get rid of this old one. What it scraps to, doesn't say. I want to take my chances. Oops. Okay, at this point, I think what I'm going to do, I got a little bit of time left. I think we're going to set our goal on trying to, let's go like over here for starters, or maybe like over here. Try to put some stuff on the map over here. If I go this way, I can put a little bit of stuff on the map over here. That extra stamina helps. Ride my bike farther, faster. We'll just do a quick whirlwind tour down here through this white area on the map and then head back home. That should pretty much take care of the day. And then I think tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we're going to set out for another Tier 5 POI and just give it a shot. A check mark down there. I should probably fix that. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Let's go cross country over in that direction. Where's that? Over there, okay. Get that on the way back, maybe. Chicken. Oh, that darn sight. No good for aiming down the sight on that SMG, unfortunately. What's this one? That's a Tier 3. I should get rid of this and mark it with a Tier 3 establishment, like so, per our new method that we use. Here's a little POI. This is a 3, and it's a motel. So, probably this icon. Multiple unit kind of place. I got a boar over here. Try to eat my boar. think again. Ooh, there's that book. Doesn't really help me because I don't use rifles, but hey, it's one more book that I found. There's another one over there. That's alright, I'm not going to backtrack for it. We don't really need all that meat. Let's get over to here. Turn south. We want to go like over to here. Scope out any POIs along the way. Just put them on the map. Like a mountainous region over here. Not likely to find too many POIs in the mountains. There's a road. Have I been on this road before? Not at this area. What's this POI? It's a one-tier rural house. Okay, continue on towards our destination. Check your mailbox real quick. It's a skill book that has to do with clubs. Not good for us. Possibly aim any worse. Let's go up this way. Where does this go? Some sort of POI here. It's a 0 tier, okay. Don't need to put a 0 tier on the map. That's where I draw the line. There's one over here, doesn't look very big. I'll just go put it on the map real quick. There's one over yonder that looks bigger. This one's a 3. Looks like a rural house. Let's go put this one over here on the map. I remember this one from a previous playthrough. It was pretty epic. Don't think it's a 5 though. It's a 3. Okay. Where to? Over here. Running short on time. Let's head this way. Oh dear. Not going to stop and kill the deer. We don't really need the meat, and it's just we're a little bit pressed for time here. As usual, I managed to keep myself out past the time I should. Try to do too much, but that's alright. We'll get back there as quick as we can. I'm going to grab that airdrop along the way. We uncovered a little bit of the uncharted territory at least. There's a POI. That's just a tier 1. It's like a camp, basically. Alright, we're going to get home a little bit late, but not the end of the world. I'll go up after that airdrop. Then we'll head home from there. There's a trader over here. I need to talk to him real quick so that I can put him on the map.
Good morning, my ass. Buy something, then it might be a good morning.
Did it put him on the map? Yes. Alright, we're not going to worry about all these little POIs unless we happen upon a tier 5. Ranged mods bundle, crafting skill bundle, steel tool parts, and a first aid package. Not bad. Alright, homeward bound. Come back and do more exploring at a future point. This is actually close to where I've made my home base on my other playthrough, which I use the same map. That's why I didn't stop for any of those POIs, because I already know that none of them are at tier 5. Since we're pressed for time, don't want to mess around too much over there. We'll just get back home here, drop this stuff off, and then we'll call it a day. And tomorrow the goal is we're going to go after another tier 5 POI. We're slightly better equipped now. We're getting a little bit of a late start, but it's not as late as yesterday. I could really use that motorcycle. That would make exploring a lot easier, but unfortunately the vehicle crafting magazines have been a little hard to come by this playthrough. hopefully we'll have it before we are ready to move out of the pine forest into the burned forest. Well, I think we should definitely have it by then. That's the goal, is to finish all the tier 5 POIs here in the pine forest, and then move into the burned forest and identify all those tier 5s and do all those and so forth. Let's just open these up real quick, see what we got. Ooh, a silencer. Interesting. Salvage tools. Hey, vehicle crafting, nice. Okay, let's drop this stuff off for now. We're actually going to take a stack of each of these. And make sure that we're full on those. Just take a couple stacks of each, who cares? Let's be on the safe side. So that when we go to the tier 5, we are loaded for bear. I'll take a closer look at that stuff later. Okay, I think we are ready. So we're going to go for another tier 5 tomorrow morning. For right now, we'll call it there. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned something about the game, or were at least entertained, please click the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about it. And I will catch you in the next one.